Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.
Okay, my name is Jennifer Lees-Marshment, and I'm the chair of the Magna Carta 800th Committee for New Zealand. And this is my colleague, Stephen Winter, who's deputy chair, and he's lead organiser of the lecture series. We are both academics in politics and international relations at Auckland University and very passionate and committed to universities playing a role in promoting an informed debate and bringing together academics and practitioners across all fields of research and practice. And my vision for the Magna Carta Committee and commemoration this year was always that we'd use it as a chance to reflect on the past, the present and the future of the role and rule of law and rights in New Zealand. And thankfully, thanks to Steve, this lecture series is going to do exactly that. And it gives me great pleasure to hand over to him to introduce this evening's lecture.
Thanks, Sam. Thank you, Jennifer. As many of you will know, Jennifer has been the driving force behind much of the commemorative activity that's gone on this year and will continue to go on this year around the 800th anniversary. So thank you all for coming, and welcome to our first of our 5 sessions in our week-long speaker series pertaining to Magna Carta. You're all very welcome here. But I would like to recognize specifically those of you who are watching on the live stream, and in particular, the people that are down in Canterbury. There's a group of people that have been brought together there by Chris Jones of the History Department who are going to be watching, having an event down there themselves. We are very pleased to have brought together a distinguished and interesting group of speakers whose experience and position enable them to offer insight into the complex political, economic, and legal matters embraced under questions of Magna Carta. Unfortunately, our discussion tonight will be colored by the sadness that I know many of you will feel concerning the passing of Sir Ronald Davison, the Chief Justice of the High Court from 1978 to 1989. I did not know him, for he retired before I arrived in New Zealand, but I know that many people in the audience will know him and have respected him. Geoffrey Palmer once described his contributions to New Zealand law as, quote, not only just, but sensible, end quote, a judgment that I think befits New Zealand's traditional constitutional temper. I expect tonight's session on the theme Magna Carta and the Kiwi Constitution to be a fitting launch for our week-long series with 3 very notable speakers. We have Chief Justice Dame Sean Elias, the former Minister of Justice, the Honourable Judith Collins, and Lindsay Diggleman, Auckland University's very own medieval historian. Over the next hour, each of our 3 panelists will offer short 10-minute talks touching on tonight's theme, Magna Carta and the Kiwi Constitution. After all 3 panelists have spoken, we'll have about 15 minutes for audience questions. Members of the audience, both here and in the lecture hall and online, can make comments using Twitter and Facebook and so on, using this information that's up here. So if you've got the telephones, turn the sound off, but if you're fiddling with them, they won't take it as being rude. They'll take it as you engaging in the conversation. Okay? But if you want to ask a question to our social media curator, preface your Twitter comment with the word question, as it were, so we can make sure it gets fed into the 15 minutes of questions at the end of our panel session. However, for those of you who are in the audience with us tonight, you might just wait for the microphone to come to you. That might be a little more simple. And we'll have some people passing around microphones when we get to that time.